I want to make this video called Corpse Enchantment. Corpse Enchantment basically talks about how corpses, like when people or things die, like it doesn't fully die, like starts splitting, like all these maggots start like appearing and shit like that. So basically it starts like eating the body and stuff like that. And basically like germs, like microbes, or even smaller things than that, they like split and they they like split and they split and they split. But with a corpse, like starts eating and all these maggots start coming out and shit like that. And like in theory, it's not, to me it's not even a theory. It's like, if it's not an alien that finds you and like reanimates you, like, because in theory the bone is dead, the body's dead, the maggots come out, and basically to me there's still life because there's maggots and like, like stuff like that and shit. So basically, to say, like I said in my story, Frozen in Time, like I claimed that I did for freeze to death, and that I laid in the snow for like 5-6 hours and shit like that. And to me, it was like I forgot that memory. I forgot that memory, and even though it was like one of the worst times of my life, I even cried in front of police begging them to let me in the car, and they took me home, and I got a charge anyways. But like even though an alien might not find you, it might be like a biocomputer, like a biocomputer that just like reinstates you, and like it's like basically like a made up world, like a made up world and shit like that, and it has to do with like there's still life after death, because there's maggots and there's germs that are still like reproducing in that dead body and shit like that, and basically like a computer alien like reinstates you in a like made up world and shit like that, made up world and shit. And it's not even made up, but I'm basically saying that out of, even though it's just you, out of all that life, there could be more of you, like copies of you and copies of you and copies of you, and you're just taken everywhere, and like other computers or alien societies are cloned shit and watched. And sometimes they might not even find you, they might not even find you, and it might just be a computer that does the trick and does the trick and does the trick over and over and does the trick over and over again. And it might not be an alien, because who the hell's gonna want to babysit? Who's gonna want to babysit shit? It might just be like a biocomputer that keeps computing and saying, fuck it, you have to keep living, you have to keep living, you have to keep living, you have to keep living. And it's like the only evidence I have of shit like that is like we knew that was gonna happen, or we knew that was gonna happen. It's like the dandelion and gunpowder. Like they have those little gunpowder sticks. I don't know what they're called, but they're like, they glow just like the dandelion. Like a dandelion. You spark them and they're like, you fling them around and shit like that. And it looks just like a dandelion. And to me, it's like, yeah, we're like something already knew that shit existed. The gunpowder can be put in a stick and like lit up and then like glowed like a dandelion, And it's like the rose, like the rose. Yeah, we put thorns in it, If you pick a thorn and you get a bloody finger, and the rose is red, So it's like, just like little evidences of that shit, like that we knew, consider like I don't know what they're called in English, but like in Spanish they're called focas. They look like dogs, like otters, I think they're called otters. But they look like dogs, almost like the parasite or the living organism of the dog. So no, we're not gonna give you up to the sea, you're still gonna look like a dog and have little flippers and swim and like bark like a freaking dog and make a rhythm and shit like that. And it's like, no, you're still gonna look about the same, because we don't want to give you up to like an aquatic life form. You look like a fish, and like you're still gonna look like a dog, just shit like that. It's almost like corpse enchantment, like even though like you might like revive what looks to be in the same body, but it's not the same body, but like a biocomputer that just does a trick over and over again. Like it makes copies of you and shit like that. Does a trick over and over again. But there comes a time, I believe, where you're gonna be cut up like in an enchantment, where you will be like transformed, even though you'll be alive, and even though you might be human again, you know. But there comes a time where you'll fall under enchantment, and you'll find yourself like in a different society where you're not gonna have the same parents, you're not gonna have the same sisters, you're not gonna have the same city, the same town. Everything's gonna look different. It's almost like falling into an enchantment. And even though you might be human still, you know, you won't have the same face, you won't have the same heart. You know, you'll still be you. You know, like somehow, like in, I don't even want to say spirit, like in whatever it is. But it's like an enchantment, like corpse enchantment and shit like that. Like, yeah, I believe in change. Like I could enter a new society and I might not even look human, and I might look like something else. It's like something that was human might still look human, but isn't human anymore and shit like that. Kind of like a gorilla. You might change, or a bear or shit like that, or even a wolf. You might even change. Like and shit like that. And it's like, to me, it's trippy. Like I don't have pets in my house. I don't want pets, cause to me it's like, damn, like how did I stay in the snow frozen so long, and if I were to die and like revive again and shit like that, how can I be the same pet? How can I be the same dog? How can I be the same fucking cat? What the fuck? You know? And it's like, that's where like biocomputers come and play and shit like that and stuff like that. So it's like, fuck, to me it's weird.